So I was like, all right, Mike, I don't think I'm gonna walk this year because I just don't want to get caught up in all of it again. Yeah. He's like, well, that's a sound decision. But when I crossed the finish line, we walked into the closing ceremony. Mike, it's a very like I can't say enough about the experience. If you have the opportunity to do it, without a doubt, hands down, you should do it. Life changing, because there are so many women there that you meet, you hear so many stories, and it just really solidifies why you're there. And by far the most emotional is when you walk into closing day, all the walkers walk in, and then you make a circle, and then all the survivors that walk in, and everyone moves their sticky shoe up, they're all crying. It was emotional. So I get in the car, you know, and I'm like this in my car, my feet are all crumpled, and I'm holding on to Mike, and he's like, you know, are you gonna walk next year? I'm like, I can't even think about that. And Mike's like, well, I didn't anticipate it on it. It's so emotional. I was like, but if you decide to walk next year, I'll walk with you. And I was like, okay. I said, well, we'll talk about it. So then I spoke to this guy who had before I got the job, and he asked me if I was going to walk, and I said, I didn't know. I said, because I was worried about the fundraising, and he said, well, I'll donate $1,500 if you walk. And I said, okay.
Wow.
And so I did. Wow. And so I'm short like $600. I'm trying to fundraise for Mike because I raised his money and I raised mine except $600. Wow. So I've got till August to make the rest of it. But I will be starting to train within the next couple of weeks as soon as the weather breaks.
Because Jimmy's like, you need to go train with Tristan to do that 3-day walk. I'm like, I ain't doing no 3-day walk.
You don't have to do the walk, but you can still train with me because I have to fit it in when I get out of work before it gets dark. And
so where do you walk?
Like the bike trail, or I map out, or I'll walk in town, but like I'll leave my house or I'll drive somewhere and then I'll just start a path and then just go. And I chart it. Usually like the first couple weeks I start slow, like I go 3 miles. And it's not fast paced. It's you know, it's just walking. Just walking 3 miles. And then and like I'm a big proponent of snacks and drinking. So I have my backpack and I usually make granola bars, so I have a granola bar with me, and I have my Gatorade and drinking, and I usually do that like 3 days a week. And then the next week after that, I'll do 2 3-mile walks, and I'll do 1 5-mile. And then as the time builds up, you know, I'll do 1 long back-to-back walk, which will be like a couple weekends before the actual walk, which is the first weekend of August. But it'll be like 19 miles and 15 miles. Not that I would ever expect you guys to walk 19 or 15 miles, but 3 to 5 mile ones, very reasonable.
How long does it take you to walk 19 miles?
Like 5 or 6 hours.
Okay. So you can do like, well, go look at my house.
Yeah. Like last year we took the Chesterton Trail and we walked all the way past Cornish a little bit further, and we turned around and walked back, and that was like 20-something miles. Okay. So, you know, that's reasonable. I really liked it.
I'll do that with you.
I did. If you guys give me your email, I know your email address. You're on Facebook, aren't you?
Yeah.
Facebook. I'll find your Facebook. Give me your email address. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it gives you a lot of time to shoot the crap.
Yeah, well, that'll do.
Yeah. I mean, walking is so low impact, but
and it's close. I don't have to drive anywhere.
Do you live in the area?
Yeah,
I do. I live across the street. Oh, really?